everyone! Tayo ng Mathnood at Mathtuto kay Teacher Maya. Hello everyone! This is now the second part of our topic, Quadratic Inequalities. And ngayon ay magsosolve na tayo ng mga inequalities. And tuturo ko sa inyo ang pinakasimpleng way to solve quadratic inequalities. So let us start with our first example. Solve x squared plus 4x minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. So, ang una lang natin gagawin dito is convert the inequality into an equation. So, from x squared plus 4x minus 12 greater than or equal to 0, this will become x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Then after that, find the solutions of the equation. So meron tayong iba't ibang way in solving quadratic equations. So dito, gagamitin ko ang factoring. So in factoring, kukunin lang natin ang factors ng last term, which is negative 12, na kapag inad, makukuha ang positive 4. So, ano yung mga factors ng negative 12? Na ang sum is positive 4. We have positive 6 and negative 2. So, i-add lang natin ang mga ito sa factors ng x squared. So, we have now x plus 6 and x minus 2. Then, of course, this is equal to 0. Then, after factoring, equate each factor to 0. So, we have now x plus 6 equal to 0. And the second one is x minus 2 equal to 0. Then, solve for x. So, ilipat natin positive 6 sa right side. It will become negative 6. And sa second, x is equal to positive 2. So, the solutions or the roots of the equation now are negative 6 and positive 2. And for our last step, we have make a number line and then check each solution and interval. So again, ang equation natin or our inequality is x squared plus 4x minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. So, yung factors are x plus 6 and x minus 2. Then, this is greater than or equal to 0. And, ito na yung ating number line. So, bawat distances dyan ay pare-pareho. Okay. So, yung first value of x natin is negative 6. So, we are going to locate muna negative 6. So, ayan si negative 6. And the second value of x is positive 2. And ang positive 2 ay, ayan. So, una natin gagamitin si negative 6. So, let us try the numbers that are less than negative 6. Okay, so let us choose negative 7. So, ang gagawin lang natin is substitute negative 7 sa ating inequality, which is x squared plus 4x minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. So, palitan lang natin ang mga x ng negative 7. So, we have now the square of negative 7 plus 4 multiplied by negative 7 minus 12 greater than or equal to 0. Then, the value of the square of negative 7 is 49. Then, minus 28. Then, minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. So, pag sinimplify natin ito, we have now 9 is greater than or equal to 0. So, tama ba ang statement natin? Is 9 greater than 0? Yes, it is. So, ibig sabihin, this statement is true. Okay, ngayon let us try naman the numbers na mas mataas kesa sa negative 6. Okay, so let us have negative 4. So, dito sa second, gagamitin naman natin ang mga factors. So, let us have x plus 6 multiplied by x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. So, just replace the x by negative 4. So, we have now negative 4 plus 6 multiplied by negative 4 minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. And if we are going to simplify negative 4 plus 6, the answer is positive 2 and negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. Then, greater than or equal to 0. So, if we are going to multiply 2 by negative 6, the answer is negative 12, then greater than or equal to 0. So, tama ba na ang negative 12 ay mas mataas kay 0? Hindi. So, this is a false statement. Okay, ngayon, let us try naman numbers na greater than 2. So, kahit na anong numbers na greater than 2. So, let us choose 3. So, let us substitute this in the given inequality. So, 3 squared plus 4 multiplied by 3 minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. So, 3 squared is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. Minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. So, 9 plus 12 minus 12 is 0. So, we have now 9 is greater than or equal to 0. Is this true or false? It is true. So, it is true that 9 is greater than 0. So, dito sa equation natin to or sa inequality na to, ibig sabihin lang, ay pwede nating gamitin lahat ng numbers that are less than negative 6 and pwede lahat ng numbers na papunta sa right ng 2. Okay? Now let us have our second example. We have x squared plus 6x plus 5 is less than or equal to 0. So, gawin muna natin itong quadratic equation. So, this will become x squared plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. Then, let us factor 5 na ang sum dapat ay 6. And the factors of 5 are 5 and 1. So, 1 times 5 is 5 and 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Okay, ngayon, let us add these factors to the factors of x squared. So, we have now x plus 5 and x plus 1. Then, this is equal to, or this is less than or equal to 0. Now, we have x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 1. Then this is less than or equal to 0. And the values of x here are negative 5 and negative 1. So let us locate now the first value of x, which is negative 5. Nasaan siya? So, andito si negative 5 and the second value of x is negative 1. So, asan ngayon si negative 1? Ayan, si negative 1. So, ngayon, let us try all the numbers na nasa left ng negative 5. So, let us choose negative 6. So, palitan lang natin ang mga x ng negative 6. So we have now the square of negative 6 plus 6 multiplied by negative 6 plus 5 less than or equal to 0. So the square of negative 6 is 36. Then 6 multiplied by negative 6 is equal to negative 36 plus 5 less than or equal to 0. So 36 minus 36 is equal to 0. So cancel natin yan. So matitira na lang si 5 and this is less than 0. Tama ba na ang 5 ay mas mababa sa 0? Hindi. So this statement is false. So ibig sabihin ay hindi natin pwedeng gamitin ang mga numbers na less than negative 5. Now let us try the numbers na nasa right ng negative 1. So lahat ng mga numbers na nasa right ng negative 1 ay syempre mas mataas kesa sa kanya. So let us choose 0. So replace x by 0. So we have 0 squared plus 6 multiplied by 0 plus 5 is less than or equal to 0. So the square of 0 is of course 0. 6 multiplied by 0 is 0 pa rin. Then we have positive 5. Then this is less than or equal to 0. Then, syempre 0 plus 0 is 0 plus 5. So the answer is 5 less than 0. Tama ba? Na ang 5 is less than or equal to 0? Mali. It is a false statement. So ibig sabihin, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin ang mga numbers na greater than negative 1. So ngayon, try naman natin ang mga numbers na less than negative 1. So let us choose negative 3. Ngayon ay palitan na natin lahat ng mga x ng negative 3. So we have negative 3 plus 5 multiplied by negative 3 plus 1. Is this less than or equal to 0? So negative 3 plus 5 is equal to positive 2. Then negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2 less than or equal to 0. Then pag tinimes natin ang 2 by negative 2, the answer is negative 4. Then this is less than or equal to 0. Is it true that negative 4 is less than 0? Yes, it is. So, this statement is a true statement. So, ang pwede lang natin gamitin dito ay mga numbers na greater than negative 5 but less than negative 1. Thanks for watching. So, again, this is Teacher Maya. Please mag-subscribe na sa aking YouTube channel and like and follow me sa aking Facebook page. Thank you!